Hey, good morning, ladies and gentlemen. You're welcome to another episode of the Trotro TV show on Joy Prime. It's already Saturday, it's 11 a.m., so you know what's happening. Trotro TV show. This is a show that you can't watch alone. You have to watch with family, you want to watch with friends, you want to watch with your loved ones, girlfriends, husbands, wives, whatever it is people call it these days, right? Now, today is going to be a very interesting one. I think I say that every day, but today is special because today is a special day for our women. And we have a very interesting conversation that will be going on. And as usual, we'll have Noella talking about some of it because it's International Women's Day. And so we obviously want the women to be in charge, not just on International Women's Day, but on any day. We're empowering our women. I think that's been going well. And so we have a lot of women in very strategic positions. If you come into the studio now, you see some of our women directing, some of our women behind the cameras. But today we have a very interesting conversation. And the conversation is going to be focused on what is happening in some of our male-dominated industries. And because we are Trotro Diaries, obviously we're going to be talking about the transportation space. So previously, there were things that if you mention it, everybody knows that, okay, you're talking about males, right? You're talking about men doing it, driving trotros, maids, mechanics, driving big trucks and all that. It has always been dominated by men. But one thing that we have seen recently is there has been a shift, right? So we have had a lot of ladies moving into these spaces that were known as male-dominated spaces. And that's what our conversation today is going to be dedicated to because we're celebrating International Women's Day. So as you know, my name is Yao Odum. I definitely will be doing it with my better half, my runaway better half, who I'm hiding for now because she's looking too sweet, so I want to hide her small, and then I'll show you guys in a bit. But we're having a conversation on women in the transportation space. I don't think we've had a minister of transport that was female before. Minister of roads and highways, I don't remember seeing a female roads and highway minister before. I don't remember us having a GPRTU chairman that was a woman. Drivers Union, I have not seen a woman being the lead. I've not seen it when it comes to mates association or whatever it is. So today, this is what we're going to be talking about, right? We haven't seen it in some of these spaces, but we have seen a lot of female drivers. I think last time we had some women joining us in the studio, driving huge trucks. Trucks that, Charlie, me when I see them coming, when I'm in my cute car and I see these trucks coming, I just make sure I go to the side. We have started seeing women driving these big trucks. We've seen women driving trotros, taxis, among other stuff. And very interestingly, we've seen women going into the mechanic space. This was a space that used to be dominated by men. You know, you see mechanics, people have had issues with mechanics coming to sit in trotros. People think, oh, they are dirty, that kind of stuff. But now we've seen some bold women going into this space. This is what the conversation is going to be about today as we celebrate International Women's Day. So apart from that, we're also going to have our trending videos as usual. And then our baby girl, Debbie Sway, was also on the street. She will also be joining us. We're going to go for a commercial break. When we come back, we have a conversation on women in the transportation space, which is male-dominated. See you shortly. You're welcome back. This is the Trotro Diaries TV show on Joy Prime every Saturday at 11 a.m. to 12 midday. As I mentioned earlier on, today is International Women's Day. So on behalf of all the team, we wish all the ladies on the team across the multimedia group and the whole of Ghana, happy International Women's Day. It is only right that I wish just because of today being International Women's Day, I wish my better half happy International Women's Day. The way they sit there, you want to talk something, but you don't go fit talk.
Well, thank you. Thank you so much for wishing me a happy International Women's Day. I was expecting violence this morning, but it's only right. I mean, today is our day. And so, like Yao rightly said, congratulations to all of us women. We are such strong, unique beings. If you're a woman watching, congratulations to you. We take a lot, we tolerate a lot, we deal with a lot, and we thrive through a lot. You know, a woman can change, can transform anything to something huge. We have the Midas touch, and the men, they know. We're powerful beings. And so if you're a woman watching, I equal to you. Keep blazing the trail. It doesn't matter the hustle you're doing, all right? It doesn't matter whether you're in the peak of your success or you're still hustling in the trenches. Wherever it is, it's important to note that you are a woman and acknowledge your progress. And you do perfect. You do fantastic. I mean, the world is your oyster. Yeah? Congratulations to us.
I think that was a very beautiful one.
Thank you.
And this probably should be shown across
Yeah.
social media. I hope the team will cut it, put it on social media, because ladies online,
Yeah.
every lady I think today deserves to hear this amazing message from Noella. I think you should be a consultant for the Ministry of Gender and something affairs, because that was really beautiful. That was really beautiful. And
you know, you are so mischievous sometimes. I can't even read through whether
I'm
you're
being
being serious or you're being, I don't know. But yeah, that's a good
what makes you think?
career, whatever, projection for me. Thank you.
This actually comes from a good place.
Thank
you.
you.
And no, one of the reasons why I think it's a good thing is because you go online, you go on the street, and you're seeing a lot of young women.
That's right.
And you know, sometimes you can see that a lot of these young women do not understand what they possess as women or young women.
That's right.
And so it's good for them to hear messages like this that tells them about how amazing they are, how much they can achieve in life and all that. So that's why I'm like, I'm not being mischievous. I'm actually being serious.
I trust you. I trust you. And thank you. Thank you for celebrating. I mean, you're always fighting with me. Well, actually, whatever we do is just for on-air purposes, okay? Yao is not that bad. I have to admit that. He is a bit mischievous, but he is not that mischievous. I mean, everything now we do on set is just for entertainment, you know, and, you know, just to bite him a little bit. He bites me as well. So, yeah, thank you. You're amazing.
You're welcome. But she's lying, I'm that bad anyway, off camera.
Anyway, guys, it's a special day. Once again, you're welcome. This is Trotro Diaries. It's proudly brought to you by Hisense Ghana. Hisense Ghana, we love you. Today I was expecting Hisense to actually, you know, make me feel special. What happened? Yeah. Hisense, what's happening? What's happening? What's happening? Today's International Women's Day, Yao. You didn't plan anything. Good. This is what I mean. Because today is International Women's Day, Yao would have brought, like, you know, something like a souvenir. Like, oh, no, I really, yeah, no, Yao, I know. I said, where my can.
You know.
So I bet show you working now. Yao doesn't show working every day. Every day.
You know, there's this famous speech. And my favorite part of it is, I am for peace. But when I speak, they are for war. This morning has been beautiful. I've wished you.
No,
I've commended you.
No.
Noella.
No. I'm saying it's good. Wishing me is good. Commending me is good. But beyond just the talk, just the wish.
Okay.
Show working, Yao.
Okay, I'll show working.
Show working.
I'll show working. But let me ask you, Noella, did you even wish me Valentine's Day? Did you wish me?
Huh? Valentine's Day, listen, you guys, I have an explanation. I promise I have an explanation. Valentine's
You did not
Day,
wish me.
He was all the way somewhere with whoever. If you are watching me, you continue chilling with him.
Valentine's
the real owner is
Day,
coming.
I was
Talk
here.
to me.
I brought balloon. I gave you a boyfriend on the show. He came in red. You weren't here. International Men's Day, did you wish me?
When was it? Anyway, it's now time for the trends,
Yes,
right?
yes,
Which is
yes.
like our newest favorite segment on the show, where we share with you some trending, controversial, silly, happy, funny videos on social media that, of course, talks about transport.
Yes.
And then we deliberate about it. We try to talk about it. So, yeah.
Speaking of trends, you know the video, right? Valentine's Day, we interviewed some woman. One woman shared, was it Robocop?
Yeah,
It is still
Robocop style.
trending.
Yeah,
It is
it's
still
gone
trending on
viral.
social media,
That woman was a vibe. Was a vibe, man. Yeah.
I think we
What
need to
about
bring it
Robocop?
on.
Robocop. I'm interested. I want to try it. But anyway.
I thought you were innocent. Anyway, let's go for our first video.
Right.
Trotro trends. Let's go.
All right. We're still, I mean, you know that we deal with machines, right? Technical stuff. And so, yeah, there's a little glitch here and there. So, yeah, we'll be bringing that video to you shortly. But, yeah, like I said, it's time for the trends. Basically, what we do is we share with you videos that are trending on social media. And, of course, our lady Debbie Sway is actually on standby. She also went outside to do a little bit, you know, talking here and there with you, our esteemed viewers. We'll be bringing that to you shortly. But now, let's go for our first video.
So legend has it that this guy is still holding the door of the car. And this is Lagos, Nigeria.
Nigeria.
This guy was...
What he did was actually very risky. I see people do that a lot here in Ghana. You're skating. I don't get the sense of holding a car while you're doing. Yeah, because whatever you are using to skate, it's something that moves, right? And you can draw your own. I don't know how to skate, so I don't really know.
No, so what they do with that, what they do with that is when they want to build up speed, so they can skate, but it takes a while. Maybe it's a bit steep or it's inclined or something. So they hold on to these cars so they can get some speed, and then at some point they let go, and then there's, you know, it's it gives them some adrenaline. But or the car.
And again, you will only see the guys do it, never the women. Never the women. I need to, this has to be loud enough. It has to be noted loud enough. It's always the guys. I've never seen a woman do this. This is what you did
last week, and then we found
I've never seen a woman do this, Yao.
You go explain to Yao.
Anyway, let's go for our second video.
No, you don't understand as well.
What? Okay, tell me.
You don't understand. No, you know the thing, if you don't understand, you have to see as the experts.
Okay,
so that we explain it to you.
Experts, yeah,
so,
tell me.
Physics, right? They've been teaching physics in schools, secondary schools. The kids don't understand. So they try to do some of these things to enable them understand. Say, you need a higher force to be able to move. Into this one was just an experiment. It was done by some professors in Nigeria, actually, to show how you can't use Okada to pull track.
I hope the men watching, I hope you're proud of yourself, because look at how such a difficult position you have placed down
this is physics.
This morning to try and explain
this
very unexplainable, you know, silly act. Honestly, what are you trying to do? You, a bicycle, you are trying to move a whole
this video is talking about kinetic energy.
So you actually, are you trying to tell me that
he can
actually, so you're actually trying to tell me that he can actually move that tanker?
No. So that's the whole point. We are trying to tell the kids that when you watch this video, what your teacher has been telling you that it doesn't have enough force to move it.
Anyway, today is International Women's Day. I'm going to maintain my steez and composure. So let's go for our next video.
I knew you were coming for men. Okay, so
And
on hold on. On International Women's Day, Noella, what do you have to say about the video?
Every time, and no, director, please pan the camera, put the spotlight on me. I need to speak to my women. Listen, every time we talk about the strength of a woman, that is what a strength of a woman looks like. That is what the strength. When I tell you that women, we have the capability, we have the aura, we have the grace. Look, that is that kind of load. I bet you, and let's put 50,000 Ghana cedis on it. No man can contain that. Can do what that woman is doing.
You know what is funny?
I'm putting 50,000 Ghana cedis online. Tell me.
See.
Look at how slim, how small that space is. No leg room. But this woman still found the grace.
Wow.
To still fix. I mean, tell the women, we are supernatural beings, though. Women.
You know the funny thing?
We are supernatural.
The funny thing is that when somebody was trying to use Okada to pull track, now you say, hey, but this one there, she's powerful.
What is the sense? No, honestly.
And
let's look at this.
The funny thing is
holistically.
that somebody actually offered to pay for her.
Were you there?
Put it in the book.
Were you there?
It's literally, they're talking about it.
Were you there?
It's literally the video.
I haven't heard anything.
Guess what? The worst part of this is she's sitting right behind the driver. So the driver is not going to be able to see.
No, she's not sitting. She's not sitting
Please,
right behind the
video?
driver. She's sitting behind the passenger. Come on.
Which passenger? Can you see the stuff? Anyway.
Listen, that is behind the passenger. It's not behind the driver.
Okay.
So that's a strong woman. Hey, whoever that woman is, more powerful.
Okay.
Look.
So you know what? If Noella is saying that this shows that women are empowered in Ghana.
I'm not saying, no, don't mince my words.
What did you say?
I said when we talk about the strength of a woman.
Okay.
That is what I mean.
So Noella, if that's the case.
That is one option or one, scenario.
One evidence of the power and the strength of women.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. So if that's the case, then on International Women's Day, I'm wishing all women, including you, more of this power and this strength.
Oh, we can do this and do more.
So you want more?
Actually, they shouldn't dare us. They shouldn't dare us. We'll start carrying cars.
See, this thing is literally blocking the driver. It's suffocating this woman.
Can't you see another person seated by the woman in the corner? There's another person seated by the woman in the corner. I see someone's head moving. Come on. It's not behind the driver. That person is seated, a driver.
Who fear for you, I will say, you are strong.
You know what? It's okay. It's okay. I mean, men will want to find any opportunity to, discredit us. But as women, like I say.
No, please, I have something to say to this one.
Go ahead.
This is funny because we started the show by wishing all the women. And then we started showing videos. And you went after men. Now you're saying it's the men.
But I am saying my thing. I'm saying my thing. Oh, now you are the spokesperson for men now, all men.
No,
Speak for yourself.
I'm saying that we started the show. We had a meeting yesterday.
You started the show, not we.
All the men.
Which
we had
all
a meeting
the men?
yesterday. We have a place with
Azu is standing here. He didn't join you to say what you said to me. You were the only one that said it
because
to me.
they elected me to come and wish you and all the women.
Collaborating
we wish
together.
you well.
Anyway, we've got the fantastic Debbie Sway. From Debbie Sway, yeah. With us right here.
Gen Z of trotro.
Of course, on the show. You should know her. She is a regular face. Oh, look at her. Looking beautiful. Ooh.
Thank you guys
Oh my God.
Hi.
Black beauty.
Why is it like Debbie
it's
Sway
black.
is blushing or something?
Oh, of course she should blush. Baby girl, happy
you.
International Women's Day to you, darling.
Thank you so much.
Are strong,
Same to
you are powerful, you are brilliant.
Yeah.
My goodness.
On per.
You're the biggest deal to hit the music scene very, very soon.
Thank you so
Period.
much. Yeah, why are you looking around? Why? What's happening?
Forget about y'all.
We are appreciating women. All of a sudden, you're feeling...
He's jealous. Forget about y'all. Debbie, what happened on the streets this week? Talk to me.
Okay, guys. So this week, there's been a devastating issue about the Odogono SHS accident that came about as a result of faulty traffic lights. And so this week, we took it upon ourselves, the team, to go check around whatever faulty traffic lights that are on the streets of Accra, and then see how long it has been there, talk to the residents, and then get to find out like what really is happening. Because initially we thought it was the how do I put it? We thought it was the responsibility of the minister, right? But then they're also saying, no, it's the responsibility of the assemblies. And the assemblies are also saying, no, it's the responsibility of someone else.
Ministry.
Exactly. And now we don't even know who is responsible for
fixing the traffic lights.
Exactly, fixing these faulty traffic lights. And it's still, it's a pending issue. It's a problem. I went to Kokomlemle, to Abofun, and to Achimota. You'll see the video.
Interacted with the people, yeah?
Yes,
all
and
right,
I had a lot
let's
to say.
take a look at that interaction right here on the show.
Hello, lovely viewers. This is your girl, Debbie Sway, and welcome back to Trotro Diaries. And now, today, I should not even be smiling, actually, because this is a very sad situation. I'm right here on the Achimota Road, and as you can see right behind me, there is a faulty traffic light. This is very, very alarming. It is so concerning for residents over here. Now, from my gatherings, I realized that it's been over 4 years since this issue has been there. Let's talk to residents on how bad this is affecting them. Bacha saying.
I'm from Frimpong.
Okay. Now, Mr. Frimpong, then now we are in Kokomlemle area, huh?
Me edma was here. But how did they get a to Danoa?
And no, since I'm I realize I traffic lights no issue and jima. Then so so pan e dia bre mo amote ha say no then na ekoso a enyem amohu.
No crane traffic lights ready here. Minim say ya boy dua say then you. And see so even 2 days further. Anything be off. You enjoy for Aduma FM no ya car on me. Accident a whole moto car bon but I can't only it mean you will face running am so. Nina ya traffic ya enso. Ye best mobile head ye sitting and pen for 90 no one may yamayin.
Na traffic lights on the day. No crying ya me any money. Yen ya be bridge say kunkum for accident akasi CCTV go dey me hu kra na me yam crash hye enti traffic lights no as me buy ya me that so tiati dey na ya kra ka ye be ne ya ka makoma beto me yam
ogata ma accident issue ha because me say no ebia me bedru ha imagine bit ma kai man tem say ebia light and say na ya na watia timbe state no we be also one form that no so be bana ano so one yesterday it says that ya minam hoda bia no that no sa no bit ma the accident aba
traffic lights need to high papa because traffic lights na ma say every week accidents happen with kwano mo every week say the ejina ha ya enche ubeti pine because of traffic lights no high empire yenim so mbaya my last year no omo anye and this year so ya sambe remu into no say no ho asem de yesremo aban be ye bibi fa ho maye.
See, basically I don't know what the government, I wouldn't say the government was, but so I said should I use the MP or something like that. You see, a traffic light is not working, and I know definitely most of them use this route. Understand? They can't say they don't see it. See, but they are just paying, they are not paying attention to it. You get what I'm saying? So with me, when I just reach here, I just pass, then I go. You understand? But sometimes there was this time that a car nearly hit someone. You understand? I was like, hey, I'm buying way. So it's not good. I think they should come and fix it.
Seriously, it is very disturbing. Let me pour my heart out in my local dialect. It's like sometimes there's no order. Way free her, but way free. Last time could be crash. So I think they should do something about it because it's very serious, getting out of hand. The way are casting, we are crossing. So even if right now no ready some for police being on so that there will be direct easier yeah.
Oh, since I've come to Achimota here, me who say traffic light we are Jumada. Anytime we hear traffic light now we say a circle off. Anytime be on by an circle off to me who say one day for a Jumada.
Now, for such a busy road, say now traffic lights in Ejuma, are there any problems now at the Bremo more around her?
Challenges in the baby. Because daily accident, but cause accident most of the time, especially pedestrians. Say, friends, students mostly use the way. And I wish the way it's here, police for all the time, or much me be all the time we are doing, but also drivers no we are too stubborn. Be me too stubborn. Sana umbe apply to the rules and regulations pertaining to road. But we say the brain person umbe there, umbe diso. Ntaiban is ma traffic near too choke now cause problems baby.
Since the traffic is not working, everybody is trying to make his way out. And if the police are not at point, this one will come, this one will be going. So this one doesn't know which one to go first. So everybody is struggling until a car's managed to cross a little bit of the road, or somebody observed that this one is not going or this one is coming from afar. Then he will try to pass. Then some of the drivers who are much experienced, they can.
So you heard some Ghanaians interacting with my adorable Debbie Sway. Debbie, so from your interaction again, what did you make of it?
Well, so I realized that almost a lot of very busy places have their traffic lights faulty. They are not working. It's very serious because when I even ask some of these residents, they don't even know who is responsible for these things. They don't know who to go to. They don't know who to contact. And it's very serious because looking at the intensity of the issue at Odogono SHS, it could happen anywhere, and it's still happening, actually. So, yeah.
And most of the people that also use these roads that we are highlighting are students.
Exactly.
And so the probability that, God forbid, something, unfortunate can also happen as a result of the faulty traffic lights is very high.
Very high.
And
actually, I was at Abofun, right? Yeah. Where GH Media is situated. And right there, their traffic lights is not working. And speaking to a few students there was this guy who even said that he has been a victim himself of accidents because students are always flooding.
I even think, even right here in front of us, I watched a video where it's actually based outside where there's like, I don't know whether it would be right for me to call that a traffic light, but yeah, technically it is a traffic light, but it is such that if somebody wants to cross the road, they can press a button that will signal to the cars coming to stop so you can walk. And I feel like we should have one here because, our TV studio is across the radio studio. And so we do a lot of in and out. And we've had some instances where some people have been knocked by motorcycles and stuff like that. So I'm thinking now we should have... What did I do?
That's very nice. That's very innovative.
Oh my God, my director just said something about but yeah, that's inside information. Anyway, so I'm thinking that beyond even just having it here, I feel like across the country, we should have that kind of...
Exactly.
I know,
we do,
I know that Ghanaians can abuse it. We do.
We do?
Where?
We do.
Hey, yo, man.
How do
Man's
we do?
representative.
So you go to some of the traffic lights. I think those times, especially around Spanner and all that, before they did the footbridges and stuff. We have some actually. I think the problem of
the particular one I'm talking about, where if someone wants to cross, they can press a button.
It doesn't stop automatically, but what it does is that you want to cross, you press it, it processes, and then after a bit, the lights change for pedestrians to cross. We do have some.
Wow.
There are some round white buttons that you can press. Not all the traffic lights.
Then the education...
It's not education. The big problem we have is, yes, part is education, but the main challenge is that we just have, okay, government wants to do something. Somebody proposes. Somebody goes outside. They've seen it. Oh, they go and buy it. They come and put it there. But you don't have an integrated system where there's the education, so pedestrians know that, okay, when I get them, there's this, I can press it. And as well as, okay, how is it factored into the system that when somebody praises
because
it,
I don't even know.
They are
It should
there, but
be
challenge-
incorporated into the road
Exactly.
safety education. When we're educating people to use pedestrian roads, to use why don't we have that kind of sensitization to tell people that, listen, you don't have to, beyond just standing by, a traffic light and waiting for the green to go for pedestrians. It's actually a button you can press.
Yes.
I mean, so that we are all educated.
Yeah. So the thing with it is that it's a bigger challenge as a community or as a people, right? So these things are not necessarily placed everywhere. So you won't have it with every traffic light. There'll be specific places. I'm sure usually it's more densely populated where you have a lot more people crossing and all that.
Okay.
But the other side of it also is that, and which is like, as we carry the conversation further, okay, there are places where traffic lights are there. What is happening? Like, for example, we had Medina at Denta Stretch, right? They used to have the issue that Odogono is having. They built the pedestrian crossings and the people didn't use it. So I think we need to go deeper into this.
I mean, Ghana is 68 years old. We're very old. I'm thinking that our things should also reflect our age. We're moving forward. And so I hope the right, agencies are listening and we'll be up and running. Anyway, thank you so much,
Thank you
Debbie,
for having me.
for that excellent job done. You're always, improving upon some of the contents that you bring. And God will help you to grow more.
Amen, and thank you.
Empowered woman.
Yes.
Of course, a very empowered woman. Anyway, so that is it for our Trends segment. We've got a special feature as part of our celebration of International Women's Day. We've got a special feature. Okay, all right. So we're actually going to be talking, not a feature. We're actually going to be talking to one of the women doing amazing things, giving context to the popular saying that what men can do, women can do 20 billion times better. She is a mechanic, and it's just right that we actually talk to her, because I remember last 2 weeks, we had videos of certain mechanics doing kwani with your fellow men, trying to be smart, and not do what is expected of them, but taking money, double taking money and stuff. And I was telling Yao that a woman would never do that. Today, she's going to help me prove to Yao that women, we are very diligent. So we have Nana Efua Sewa Edise. She is a mechanic and the CEO of She Canics, or She Canics Auto Hub. Hello, ma'am.
Hi, hello.
Oh, I love the energy. Good afternoon to you, or good morning, I should say.
Good morning to you and to Yao.
Yeah, it's okay you mentioned his name, it's fine.
It's okay. All right, I'm saving.
Happy International Women's Day to you.
Oh, thank you so much. It feels like it's my birthday again.
Oh,
thank you so much.
Awesome. So yeah, for those of you who do not know who we're talking about, we've got her picture displayed. That is the beautiful Madam Sewa, right? Very, very beautiful. And showing the men that we can, and we are doing it. Anyway, Yao, go ahead. Let me give you the opportunity to ask a question. Ask a woman a question. Go ahead,
Really?
Yao.
Anyway, so it's really great to have you on.
Yeah.
I think the broader conversation we wanted to have is, for a long time, transport space, mechanic space, and all that has been known to be a male-dominated space.
Right.
What got you into this space in the first place?
Well, once upon a time, if you talk about mechanics of things, it requires a lot of strength, which, naturally, women, we are not built or made to have the strength that our male counterparts would have. So naturally, things like lifting an engine and all of that, it requires a lot of strength. But this was when we relied heavily on rudimentary methods.
Okay.
Now, because of AI and a lot of advanced technology, we don't need strength. What you actually need more is insight to know which tools to use. Thanks, there's a lot of energy. So once upon a time, to be a mechanic, you need strong left hands up. But then now, with the press of a button, or by giving instructions, it can be done. Hence, we can have a lot more women in this industry.
Right. Awesome stuff. And as we are talking to you, we're watching, pictures of you in action. I mean, tell me, when you decided to embark on this, audacious venture of yours, how did the whole, journey start for you? How did you even decide to do it? And how tedious or easy was your process?
Well, it's interesting you ask. So this is coming from a background of wanting to be the voice of the voiceless, to help the vulnerable. I identified that most times we disregard those who choose, or mostly they don't even choose, who happen to be in that field, be it mechanics, be it dressmaking, and all of that. It's always as if you don't do well in school, then you have now all on. They have this reserve for school dropouts, which should be the case, because now but do it that a lot of things requires intellect. A lot of things change. Last time, if you do makeup, you say this is too, which it's just like a dress and like a dead, and always photograph is very disregarded. Now it's needed this market to change. I thought it has to personify that whole. It's like mechanics are very well trained, have their dreams, they know what they do, and then upgrade and that. And at the same time, to get the level of my fellow mechanics, they need to see me do it, to know that, if she's doing it, then I can take pride in what I'm doing. Or if she's doing it, then me as a young girl, I can also pursue a career in that field. So there are two sides of it. I wanted to change the narrative. This is like 11, 12 years ago, change the narrative, and then now also give my fellow mechanics that confidence, that pride to choose that career. Has it been easy? I think I'd rather focus on it being interesting, because like any other job, be it medicine or law, it all has its ups and downs. But it's the interest. Once you keep carrying the passion and love, and the reason you started, it keeps you going on. So yes, I have absolutely loved my journey.
Right. Yeah, you want to ask something?
Yeah, no. So one of the things I wanted to find out, right, is since you've entered a space that was known to be male-dominated, how has the support from your colleagues, especially male, and customers and all that, how's it been like?
Oh, it's been, it's interesting you ask this. Initially, it was tough because people wouldn't readily want to trust their cars to a woman. I mean, the same way if I go to the hospital and I meet a male nurse, maybe I'll be like, this gentleman will see some things I don't want him to see, right? So it wasn't so easy from the beginning. But this is where you have to make sure that you are competent, because people will come to you after that's fine. And so if you show, however, don't to drive only on the fact that you're a woman. So when it comes to because you're a woman, they will come to because you're competent. So to make sure that you focus on
Nanefwa, I don't know whether it's our fault or maybe the network, but I can hardly make, sense of what you're saying. Like your voice is not, so if you can...
Is it better?
Yeah, yes. It's better. You're more audible now.
Okay, so what I was saying that, just like how when I go to the hospital and I see a male nurse, I will have my doubts because I don't want it to see certain intimate parts of my body. Now I'd rather request a woman. The same way when people come to my shop and they see a woman. People have their doubts. This was the beginning where
imagine
we're having physicality struggle. But this is really to move from just the woman to actually having competence. Because people come to you because, it's a woman.
So, Nana, if I get what you're saying that most of your male clients, most of the times when they come to your shop, just for the fact that you're a woman, they doubt your competence.
Absolutely. They do doubt their competence, yes.
Right.
Absolutely.
But I mean,
I think it's a natural thing.
Right.
It's not something that people can, because having life this in Ghana, not just wish, but then if you go to them, they're the ones who actually competent. So things.
Right. I see. And you're a mother, I understand.
Well.
Oh, well, you didn't want that bit of information out, yeah? My bad. I mean, the reason why I was asking was, I mean, as a young woman,
I'm a mother to a lot of women. Let me just add that.
Oh, okay. That's fine. That's okay. I mean, as a young lady myself, I'm not married yet. I don't have kids yet. Life is lifing. Life can be really tough, you know.
I know.
Just with managing your job and wanting to dream more, wanting to do more, and all of that. And then when you become a mother, most of my friends that are mothers would tell me that it's like whatever you deal with or you struggle with, even as a single person, when you become a mother, you deal with it like it triples or it quadruples, right? And so the question I want to ask now is how you find the strength, or how do you even do it? A lot of people would say when you're able to juggle things, you're a magician, or it comes to you maybe easily or something. But practically, how difficult is it juggling these two things?
Practically, so I don't agree with your friend. I believe in being intentional. Your lifestyle, you need to be intentional. Right. Practically, every year I make it a point to learn a new hobby every year. So 2 years ago it was skating, roller skating. I am old, and imagine I'm having 7-year-olds, 10-year-olds in my roller skating class, but because I want to do it.
Right.
Last year was violin lessons, and I have, again, 5-year-olds, 10-year-olds in my violin class, and I'm more like a grandmother.
Right.
So you have to be intentional. For a woman, it's good for your mental health.
Right.
That I'm able to move away from the noise and the drilling and the complaints to just go to the gym. It helps. So that is how I've been able to juggle it. Otherwise, you would lose it, because I have to move from talking to, let's say, Sam Jonah, then switch to talking to Abu at Kokompe.
Okay.
That switch, it takes a lot of mental energy. So it's important to be intentional about how you maintain your own peace and the things you love to do. I ride a motorcycle. I again, being intentional, it gives me so much freedom to just sit on my motorbike and ride to Akosombo and enjoy the unity of things. Recently, you heard I joined the people to go on a road trip. That's another way for me to just be out of my world while learning new things. But it's also good for my mental health. So yes, I'll tell your friend and all the other ladies that you need to be intentional about the things you want to learn. Nothing stops us from learning new things every time. As adults, just like when you were a baby, you learned how to crawl, then baby steps and walk and run. You should learn new things. Nothing stops you from learning a new language, swimming, cooking classes. You should always be learning. It doesn't have to be in your field, but it's something that will make you happy.
I mean, you've spoke at length, given advice and all about what, the younger generation should do. And of course, even us as well, because we don't know it all. But, I mean, you are, let me use the word, fortunate enough to be doing what you're doing. But how are you going to maintain your legacy? One day when you're no more, or you're too old and gray to be as active as you are now, how do you intend to keep your legacy going, especially for the girl child?
Oh, it's something that I think is already rolling out. I have already inspired and seen a lot of people come out to proudly say, I am a mechanic, I'm a sprayer. A lot of young girls have come out to say, once upon a time, you wouldn't hear anybody saying this, let alone a university graduate or a TVET graduate saying that. So I believe I have started something powerful. My legacy will live on through the lead other babies that will exceed the backbone to their fellow young the younger generation. So, yes, how do you say to be vibrant, what I keep look in the way I do and make it look exciting? I just want to make this all the children.
Nana, what you're saying is very important, but I can't hear you. Can you re-situate yourself again? Because I really want to hear what you're saying.
Is it better?
Yeah, it's better now.
Yeah, so the legacy is already ongoing. It's being rolled out. The more ladies come out to say, I'm proud to be a sprayer, the more fulfilled I am. Now, to sustain this, to keep making the TV industry look cool.
Right.
Make it look cool. The best thing. Make it look interesting and fun.
Right.
Not so scary like what we were before.
And finally, you know, it's International Women's Day. What is your message to women across the world or in Ghana?
Oh, I would say we have done so well to come this far, but let's keep raising the standard. There is so much mediocrity in Ghana. I can talk for Ghana. There's so much mediocrity in Ghana and low standard of doing things. I would encourage the young girls to live above the standard. Men find a star, like what they're told, no, it's just family, you know. Why do the same cooking pot, whole pot design in 2025? Somebody can change that. So that is an invitation about. We still need that standard. Let them live up and you will definitely shine.
Right. You will definitely shine. Nana Ifwa, you have been phenomenal this morning. I don't know if Yao has anything to add on.
No, I think...
No, just to say thank you so much, Yao, for... Wait, Yao, she mentioned something that we wouldn't charge you or distort money from you, which is true. I agree with her, Yao. We don't do that.
Yeah.
So trust a woman to fix your car.
Yeah, trust a woman to protect your car. Exactly. He was behaving like he can't hear what you're saying. Exactly. I was telling him that
I literally couldn't
unlike the men who, when you take your cars to, they will tell you the speedometer of the car is faulty and you need to spend whatever, like a fortune. Women, we don't do that.
As I
We're
said
very
at the
diligent.
beginning of the conversation, today is International Women's Day, and that's all I have to say. Mananefa, thank you so much. Thank you so much, and you're doing amazing. There are a lot of people that you're inspiring, and keep doing the amazing stuff that you're doing.
Absolutely.
Thank you for having me, and do have a wonderful day. You too.
All right, thank you.
Too.
All right, so we spoke with Nanefwa Sewa, and she is the CEO of She Canics Auto Hub. She is a mechanic, you know, and a mechanic with steez and composure. She is really, you know. What is wrong with you? Why are you laughing?
International Women's Day.
Listen, she is breaking all the standards and she is in her lane. She is towing her lane, creating her own path, and she's excelling at it. You should visit, you know, her auto hub anytime. So if you have a faulty car, do not take it to your fellow male mechanic who or be chewedy.
Anyway, there are things I want to say.
As long as I live,
International
so
Women's
long
Day.
as I live and host this show with Yao, it will always be a banter.
Really?
Always be a
but
banter.
you know,
because you know.
No, you know that today is International Women's Day. All we're trying to do is to celebrate women, right? But you keep going back to, don't take it to men this.
Yeah. I'll keep taking it there because what they don't know, what the viewers don't know is backstage, what this guy does to me, the kind of banter he does. Sometimes I'll just be minding my business early in the morning. I'm not in the mood. Yeah, I'll come with a conversation
Really?
and he will be hitting me.
Anyway,
I get you on television.
One
You don't want to
thing
talk.
I wanted to
ahead.
go to on what Nanefo was saying was
Yeah.
The natural response people have to
Exactly.
This thing. And I think sometimes not just because it's a woman.
Yeah.
It's just because, okay, it's somebody that is not known in that space.
Right.
You get it? So, for example, I had a personal experience actually where I get my hair cut. So I show up one day and then there's a young lady that I'd been seeing just walking around. And I show up one day and it's like, oh, yeah, let me cut you off. I'm like, no, definitely not.
Yeah.
Right?
Why?
And I think that's where the conversation goes wrong sometimes, that somebody will think it's because of she's a lady.
Yeah.
No, I don't know her. I do that to guys as well. If I don't know the person, you're not cutting my hair. You get it?
But how?
And
The
so,
person who started cutting your hair, how did you discover them?
the person was already good. So sometimes this where some of the conversations go. And guess what? Now I go there, she cuts my hair. She's actually one of the top barbers in the place
Okay, that's
now.
good.
So
That ended
sometimes
well.
that's what it is, that people just don't know the person in that space. And then I'm sure now a lot of the customers actually will be guys. So
Yeah. And
we still will
honestly,
keep
trust me,
supporting.
this is not banter. This is really not banter. I get excited when I see men do female stuff. In fact, I feel more safe when a guy is going to make me up. I've had male makeup artists make me up, and it was excellent. I've had male hairstylists style my hair, and they do it awesome. You know, I don't have the approach to men doing lady stuff. So yeah, if you're a guy, you're watching me, you want to do my makeup, baby, come to me. Anyway, that's it for our show. Our show has been amazing, as always. I have had fun doing this all the time with Yao Odum. We brought you an International Women's Day special right here on Trotro Diaries. We talked about the faulty traffic lights. That is really, really important, you know, and if the right authorities are listening, please, let's do something about it. We are available. Trotro Diaries, we're very much available to support. And then, of course, we had that amazing conversation with Nana Sewa, who is the CEO of She Connects Auto Help, and she spoke to us about, you know, her experience being a mechanic. So that's it for the show. It was probably brought to you by
Hisense.
Hisense. I'm not happy with you, but we'll talk about that later. Yeah. Hisense is your go-to appliance hub if you want anything appliance, okay? Fridge, ACs, cookers, whatever it is.
Yeah.
Easter is coming. I'm sure they'll, you know, roll out a promo.
Absolutely.
And so you should really cash in on this particular promo because, I mean, the price is already very affordable, but anytime you're doing a promotion, they slash it off significantly. And so you should really patronize Hisense Ghana. I'm Noella Karen Yali. I did this with
Yao Odum, and we'll see you guys next week, Saturday.
Absolutely.
Have a great one.
Mwah.